Yeah.
Preparing to live stream the meeting.
Can you make it like, you know, when you have a grid view?
Yeah, I'll put the grid view as well.
People are waiting in the wrong place now. Can you delete the other one? There are 3 people waiting in the wrong one, and we have started on this one. One needs to be deleted, Raza.
I've deleted that already. That's already done. It's already deleted.
Yeah. It's live now. Great. Can you do the grid view?
I'll just hello to everyone.
Let me just tell David that I'm online. Yeah, it's live. Yeah, we're going live. You're already live, yeah. Are we doing the 9 or 3 one? One is for 9 on each. Any comes to that? There are 2 upcoming live streams. One is at 9. One is at 9 o'clock. Use the 9 o'clock. And which one are we doing? Are we doing the 9 or 3 one or the 9 o'clock? It's ended. Yeah. I've just asked David to join, so he'll be joining very soon. Hi guys, welcome to TrustVibes. We're just setting up things, and David is going to be joining us very soon. So just give us a couple of minutes. Can we have our banner, screen banner there, Reza, while we are waiting for David?
The banner was causing some issue with the the clarity, so it's fine if you do go with other banner too. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to TrustVibes. Setting up things. David is going to be joining us very soon. Just give us a couple of minutes. Can we have our banner, screen banner there while we wait? Can you check if David is waiting to join?
No, he's not there at the moment.
Let me say hi to the community.
Hey, David.
Hi, David. How are you? Yeah, we cannot hear you. Your audio is connected.
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay, there we are.
Hi, David. At last we did it. We are live on YouTube right now.
Oh, fantastic. I love it. It's meeting
So,
being live streamed. Got it.
The community is there. We have a lot of people already listening to us. And how we'll do that, we will organize the today's meetup with the community, and I will start with the introduction, and I'll start with the things that we needed to share with the community. And then I will throw the floor at you, sir, and then if we can just share some insights, and then we'll take it from there. We will take some questions and some suggestions from the community too. So there's one person just joined our YouTube channel, and he's asking if I'm a teacher here in Brazil and I would like to see the platform to save and make available. He wants to use our platform to do his classes. Will that be possible? So I replied to him. I told him yes. Join our Telegram and speak to our admin so we can help him. It's basically the similar case as the training services or education services, using NFT as training or education. That's great. So many people are coming from all over the world. Thanks, guys. We're gonna start the meetup today. We have Raja, we have David Allen Jones, and today we will talk about the updates, and there are a few changes in TrustVibes and the things that we are trying to introduce. So I'm gonna start with so far we have been promoting ourselves, and the app itself, we have been promoting ourselves as a social media platform. We've been discussing quite a lot of things, and with an input of our advisors and David and with so many creators in the market, we have changed our tone a little bit in terms of what we are calling ourselves, right? So going down the road, we're going to be making few changes in our website, on all our social media platforms, and mentioning ourselves as Marketplace 2.0. We had an amazing news yesterday regarding the Facebook changing the name to Meta. I think it's an exciting news for all of us in the crypto space. But at the same time, this is an opportunity for all of us to truly show what we really are. And David is going to share some lights on why Marketplace 2.0 is so important for us, and why are we 2.0 in the marketplace. David, over to you.
Okay, thank you, RJ. Good evening, everybody, or good day, or good morning. It's nighttime for me here in Thailand, but wherever you are, I hope you guys are having a great day. Looks like the markets are turning up again. That's always a good thing. As RJ mentioned, Facebook had a huge announcement that they are now changing their parent company name from Facebook Inc. to Meta, which is definitely a nod towards the cryptocurrency industry and NFTs, and it really shows how influential the industry has become and how much in the right direction that TrustVibes is headed. As RJ mentioned, there have been a lot of discussions internally about how best to position the app and the company within the existing NFT and overall cryptocurrency market space. As we all know, there is a lot going on in the NFT space, and it's one of the hottest areas of crypto. Everyone's excited to be a part of it. And our aim is to best position what we're doing so that we are the most attractive to other investors, to NFT creators, to partners. And to do this, we're constantly looking at the marketplace and constantly examining where things are going, how we're fitting in, what we're doing, the products offerings, the features, and we're making adjustments in order to, again, position ourselves in the best way possible. As you know, we're a small company, but we're a powerful company, especially with you guys. As I've said repeatedly, you guys are the heart and soul of this company. But we do have to be really strategic about how we enter the market, who we engage with what we're doing, and And as RJ mentioned, that I'm going to talk a little bit about now, how we position ourselves. So as RJ mentioned, we are going to start referring to ourselves as Marketplace 2.0. And that's an important distinction. Why? Because marketplaces are very popular. They're a hot area right now. You've got tons of people putting their NFTs on marketplaces, but there are a lot of deficiencies with marketplaces that TrustVibes is in a position to make better. So I'm going to let you inside my head a little bit, and to do this best, I'm going to start. I've got a bunch of notes here, so please forgive me, but I want to make sure that I don't forget anything, and I want to make sure that I let you guys get a full sort of a view as to what's going on and what I'm thinking and what we're thinking and why we decided to go down this road. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're re-examining every aspect of the project to make sure that we are positioned for the best chance of success. This includes positioning of the app and, as importantly, our identification of an approach to our target markets. We've been having internal meetings about these topics because we need to be laser focused on our target market to make sure that we succeed. Their needs and desires have to be put at the top of the list. So who's the target market? All right, as we know, NFTs are the hottest products in crypto right now. Everyone and their mom is making them, selling them, and buying them. The majority of those creating them, however, have no chance of making money. But of the ones that feel they do, they tend to focus on NFT marketplaces like OpenSea to sell them. So let me give you some information about OpenSea. OpenSea is the #1 NFT marketplace, and it has 22 million, as we speak, it's got 22,270,672 NFTs for sale. Now, if each creator places 100 NFTs on OpenSea, that means that there are 272,270 NFT creators displaying on OpenSea. If we suppose that only the top 20% of the creators there are making any real sales, by the way, I came up with this 20% number because this is always the case with any type of a marketplace. If you think Spotify for music or Netflix for films, 20% of the music or movies on those platforms generate more than 90% of the sales revenue. Let me repeat that. 20% of the music or the movies on those platforms, Spotify or Netflix, generate more than 90% of the sales revenue. So when I say OpenSea, top 20% who are making any real money, it's based on these realities. That means, so going back to OpenSea now, that means that 216,000 NFT creators on OpenSea are making little or no money. Another important note is that in a survey done earlier this year, it was determined that more than 75% of all the sales on OpenSea were less than $500, and more than 53% were for less than $200 per NFT. That might sound hard to believe when you're hearing about $2 million, but think about it like this. If one artist sold an NFT for $1 million and 99 others sold an NFT for $1, the average sales price would still be over $10,000. So you can see how the market gets skewed by these big sales, right? But the average NFT seller isn't making any money. So in other words, there are huge numbers of NFT creators on OpenSea that are not making any money to speak of, and many more who are making some money, but certainly are not reaching their sales potential. Now, let's assume that the vast majority of those that are on there have no following at all. So let's eliminate 80% of the people from those 216,000 creators who are not making money. That means that there are 43,000 NFT creators on NFC who are our primary target market. These are our creator clients, creator customers. And I only picked one marketplace. We estimate that the total numbers is more than 100,000 active NFT creators who have some amount of followers, are serious about their work, and will be open to a better way to become successful at marketing and selling their NFTs. So as you can see, there's a large marketplace out there that's not being served. Now, why these creators? Well, marketplaces marketplaces, the way that they're traditionally modeled, skew heavily to their top creators. We all know this. They give them the best spots to display their art. And since they typically charge hidden fees, we could talk about that. That's another topic. Meaning they ask for some of the valuable NFTs at below market prices, and then they sell them when the prices soar. They all do this. It becomes really difficult when you keep this in mind for a creator without any juice to gain traction on any of these marketplaces. Creators are put in a position where the marketplace is not a lot of help, so they struggle. Now, the foundation of Trust Vibes is to create a new type of marketplace, one rooted in assisting all NFT creators with the tools and strategies to help them thrive. Each creator is given the best shot to become successful. So those ones find a partner and helping them become a success, and not just a warehouse that charges them tons of fees and returns very little. We literally have the solution with our products for them to thrive. They are our target market. So next question is, how do we find these creators and what do we use to attract them? Our initial focus will be on zeroing in on a small number of these creators that we will use as a test case. We'll select them via a creator contest or several contests where the winners will work with us using our resources in our app and theirs. It's very important. It's not just Trust Vibes. We're not just looking for any creators. We're looking for creators that have resources, drive, and together we work as partners. We will build success for them and for us. Each side will let's be clear, our initial focus will not only be on the app. We're going to do things that are off the app that allow us to make and create success and to sustain it, and then to use those models to create more success for more creators and more creators. The reason we're taking this approach is because we anticipate having to build our own app community over time. But in the meantime, we will nurture our creator partners to show the power of our business model. And that's important, gang. It's not just the app. It's our business model that's special. It's our ability to create these tools and strategies and a working relationship that is beneficial to creators. And that's what we're offering. That's what makes Trust Vibes special and unique.
David, with your permission, if you don't mind, can I just do a little pause so I can explain the community from a layman's perspective, just for a second, so I can just explain something what you just said to the community, right? So, guys, what David has just explained us right now is that we are not changing anything. We have our app and we have our circles, we have our social mechanics and everything there. We are not changing anything. What we are changing is instead of calling ourselves a social media platform, we are calling ourselves Marketplace 2.0. And why we are Marketplace 2.0 is that we are adding those social tools to the marketplaces. Because you see right now in the NFT space, there are so many marketplaces, but obviously they're all doing a great job, but at the same time, they cannot cover the entire space and all sorts of talents and creators. So obviously they all have their niche market. What David is trying to say is that why don't we have all the tools available? Why don't we just position ourselves as a marketplace and cater for those artists who don't have that opportunity in the marketplace area because they don't have an audience, they don't have a following. So they can use our app, they can build their audience, and then they can create their wealth and economies and revenues from there. This is basically the sole purpose of Trust Vibes from start, to assist the 97% of the people who don't get the real value. And now, instead of calling ourselves even on the website as social media platform, we will just mention as Trust Vibes Achieve Financial Freedom Marketplace 2.0, something like that. So our guys are working on the website to do all this little small tweaks and changes in order to make us more look like how we are solving the problems for creators in the passion economy, but at the same time for marketplaces. Because you see, all of us, we are doing this for money, right? We need to earn. So the creators need to earn. So we need to push them towards selling their creativity, and how to sell it. We need to define a roadmap for them. going towards creator as a business. David will explain more. I hope you all understand it. And once we finish it, we will let the floor to you guys so you can ask us questions as well. David, please, over to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, RJ. Thank you for that. Let me refine something that we've both said. So if we look at the 80% of creators on these marketplaces, the vast majority of those creators but right now, what we have to do is align ourselves with creators that have assets that we can maximize. That's the key. If someone is, so let me give you an example. Someone could be a really talented artist, but they have no following at all. That's not our customer right now. It can't be our customer right now because the amount of effort it's going to take to build that person from zero to success takes long. That there are 20%, which is the number we're looking at, of those artists that may have been artists offline, heard about NFTs, put their NFTs up on OpenSea and nothing's happening. And they've got followings. They may be social media followings, they may be other type of followings, but they can't get any traction because the marketplaces are not designed to help creators who already have a lot of things going on and an audience ready to buy. For the artist that doesn't have that or doesn't know how to put that together, that person is very, very valuable. But they need, as RJ is saying, they need someone to hold their hand and to help them create a roadmap to become successful. That's what's important, and that we have to focus on. In addition to that, when we talk about social media is a major positive in our lives, but we have to be mindful of what we're creating here. We're creating a platform that is about sales. Our token price goes up when we get more creators. More creators come when they find out that we are making sales. So what we have to do is we have to create the ideal environment for them to sell their NFTs. And how we do that is we create version of a marketplace that's added social features that allow us to help you build on your following, that help you to maximize your following, that help you to turn what you're doing into a real business. So that's what we're talking about. So I just wanted to say, yeah, ultimately everyone will be our client, but initially we have to be laser focused on who that target person is, who that target NFT creator is. And here's the amazing thing. We don't need a lot of them. All we need are a handful that we can then demonstrate how we make successful, and everyone will come. So that's the focus. We're going to focus on a few of them that are primed and ready and excited and interested and hyped up about what we're doing. And we're going to work with them, and we're going to guarantee that they don't fail. And when everyone sees what we're doing, they're going to realize the power of this model. One more thing I want to add before I continue on with my presentation, and that is
David.
Yes.
A lot of our community members are asking that, okay, when you talk about partnering with creators, and we talk about how we achieve that roadmap and how we provide them creator as a service business model. So can you please share some lights on what sort of creators and what type of industries we want to partner with, and what you have in mind in terms of the kind of creators you're talking about?
We are going to go after all types of NFT creators. It could be music, it could be art, it could be video, it could be anything that can be made into an NFT. And RJ and I have talked about the limitations of NFTs currently. So if, for example, we go after a music artist, and as you guys know, I've got a lot of relationships in the music industry and in the film and television industry. People would love to get into the NFT space, but there are limitations. And one of those limitations are technical limitations, right? The length of the NFT that you can make. The other limitation is they don't understand this business. So that there's a learning curve that we have to deal with. But our initial approach is going to be to go after any type of NFT creators, again, that have a marketplace, that have an audience, that have a drive and a desire and a love. I want to be a part of this business. I know how to navigate my way through it. So to answer your questions, we're going to go after everyone, all type of NFT creators, because we want to lead. We want to show how you can take a music artist and create success for that person utilizing this marketplace model that we're talking about. Can I answer the question?
Absolutely. Guys, basically what we're trying to achieve here is the roadmap is exactly the same. And we are going
Yes.
the roadmap is, I mean, even we are going towards metaverse, what we mentioned there on our website as well. We are going towards VR. But our philosophy of metaverse is a bit different. Our philosophy of metaverse is providing, since we are decentralized, so providing you storage, providing you your own art galleries or chill out zones where you can organize events and people can come in your digital space and just spend some time there, you know. These kind of tools we are focusing on. These tools are also can be integrated in a social media environment as well as in a marketplace environment. But the problem is that nobody in the entire marketplace industry is thinking about it, and that's the missing link. And this is where we fill the gap. The next thing we would like to share with our community, and David, this is a David's brainchild basically. I'm gonna just say the name David here, so people will let them think about what we are talking about in terms of the project. The project is 1 billion possibilities, and I will leave that to David to share some lights on what is 1 billion possibilities.
What is 1 billion possibilities? Wow. Okay. Well, a billion possibilities is a big idea that focuses on the future of the NFT space, the blockchain space, the creativity space, and it brings it all together. And what we have talked about is when you start thinking about what's possible, there are a billion possibilities. And so one of the major initiatives that we're going to undertake at TrustVibes is we're going to look at all the possible use cases for NFTs on app and off app, on chain and off chain. And we're going to be very creative about what we're doing and how we're doing this. RJ, should I talk about any specifics, or should I just leave it as general as I have?
Sure. Basically, what David is trying to say, and which is part of the 1 billion possibilities, is there is an announcement from our side, and what we are planning to do, and going down the road with our public launch, we're going to be starting a project with an announcement that it's a Guinness Books of World Record, which is at this moment the largest art collection in the world was done by Smithsonian. There, right, David? So
that's right.
What we are aiming to do now is we're going to announce that TrustVibes is going to create the largest NFT or art collection in the entire world. And that is, our target is 137 million art collection. So David, would you like to please share some light on that as well, please? And later on, once we announce it, then we will share all the details with the community.
Okay, so it sounds like a crazy idea. What are you guys talking about? You're going to have the largest art collection in the world. We're going to have the largest art collection in the world. And how we're going to do this is a combination of things. TrustVibes will begin purchasing NFTs from the marketplace. We're going to work with creators, and we will look at some of their art and we'll go, we're going to take that art in. We're going to bring that art in. We love it. We want to have that. TrustVibes wants to have it. We're also going to partner with creators who have NFTs that they can't do anything with, but that we find value in. And we're going to say to them, make them a part of our collection. So like any art studio or any art gallery, we're going to bring in with the goal of having the largest art collection in the world. Now, why would we do this? Well, in addition to the fact that it's a really cool idea, I mentioned that with the 1 billion possibilities, the goal is to figure out an amazing amount of use cases for NFTs, and then to start actualizing those use cases. So one of the things we're going to do with these NFTs is we're going to find ways where we begin to take these NFTs in our collections and we're going to create the use cases for them. And as a result of doing that, we're going to be able to take value that gets created from the revenue and we're going to feed it back to the community. So you don't see it now, but what you're going to begin to see is NFTs are going to be used, like now you see that they're being used in gaming. Well, imagine this. TrustVibes has a huge amount of NFTs that the community owns. We all own. When I say TrustVibes, you are TrustVibes. So we have these NFTs that we manage and that we own. And let's say there's a game that's building an app. And they're going to launch this game and they're going to use NFTs. They've got two options at that point. We can mint our own NFTs, or they can come to TrustVibes and they can say, hey, listen, we want to use NFTs from your collection within our game. Well, why would they do that? They do that because what comes along with those NFTs is a built-in community, you guys, and the TrustVibes growing community to support those NFTs. Well, why would you support those NFTs? Because as you use those NFTs in those games, the value of the NFTs go up and we all make more money. The idea is, again, to lead rather than follow. We are going to create these use cases. As we develop our own games, we'll also utilize our own NFTs. That's an idea of an on-chain model. There are other models that we're working on that are off-chain models, but this is what we mean. So having the largest art collection in the world, for everyone at TrustVibes. RJ?
Yeah. So basically, there are a lot of people in the chat. There's so many people in the chat asking so many questions and giving so many suggestions. So I'm trying to reply back to them. Amazing. So basically,
Right.
guys, going down the road, what we are doing before we are starting our upgrading the app and then relaunching it. The target is first week of November, like from 5th to 10th, any day we're going to be upgrading the app. And our advisors will test the app before we go live, so you can make sure that the app will have a seamless experience. Saying that, during the time before the relaunch, what we'll do is that we will work on having the ideas integrated and implemented in our sort of the project culture, having that updated on. Equip our marketing guys like Crypto Rick and all our marketing channels with these kind of tools so they can market them properly, right? So imagine that we have a marketplace 2.0. And yes, Chet, regarding your question, yes, we are using Trust Token as a currency in the app. We are not going to be using anything else. But the only thing what we're doing is we are using USD to know what the value of the NFT is. But the trust will be used to buy and sell. But when you look at the price of the NFT, it'll be shown in US dollars, right? So yes, we will be using the trust token. Moving on, what also we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting a project on the side, just like David said. That project of 1 billion possibilities, we're going to be starting that project with a few partners together. Introducing few celebrities, few stars, few artists, those artists who already have a name in the market and they already have done something in their journey. So we're going to be integrating them. Let me give you some examples, right? So you see right now the NFT hype and all the buzz what we have, that we have the crypto punk with 10,000 NFTs, and after that you have a NFT deluge out there. Everybody's coming up with this 1,000 to 10,000 NFT mechanics, you know. So at this moment, it's all about JPEGs, which doesn't really make sense, right? So using the same mechanics and the same concept in the real world, I'm trying to give you an example. Let's talk about a movie which is of like 1.5 hours. You go to a cinema and you watch a movie. How about just going to a movie director and talking to him and telling him, like, create 1,000 versions of one small short movie of 2 minutes, and 1,000 different situations it can go to. Add the suspense and thriller. I mean, this is just a new idea, just to share that with you. And this thing would really work in the NFT space. So instead of going to these artists and they create these JPEGs just to make some money and not having that creativity in there, we are going towards more on the creative people who are having the product and then coming up with new ideas with them, coming up with experiment with new ideas with them on our platform, so we can equip them with the kind of revenue they would like to make from the NFT ecosystem. So this is the project entirely, the 1 billion possibilities. And there's so many things that we would like to share with you going down the road. And we're going to be doing that. I'm making a small flyer, like a brochure kind of thing for 1 million possibilities. Also, Justin will be doing a entire video out of it. We're going to be having some people to interview them, talk to them about 1 million possibilities and see what they say. And the more people we involve in 1 billion possibilities, the bigger it gets. So these are the two things we are doing down the road. And as mentioned, that David is going to be involving himself more with you guys as well. So if you have any questions with David, feel free to reach out to him. He's in the chat as well, so you can always ask him questions to whatever he has mentioned at the right now. So David,
can I?
There are a few
RJ, can I?
that are. Yeah, please, David. You want to say
I'm sorry. I just wanted to add a few things, but if there are questions, I can take those as well.
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to read out a few questions that community is asking, right?
All right, let's go.
So I'll just read out the first question. So I think there's a question from Adam that do you feel TrustVibe is only limited to Android? So Adam, no, we will be launching on iOS as well shortly. So after Android, that's the work that the team is going to start. And the best part is that the back end is completely common, so it's not going to take too much time to roll it out for the iOS.
Yeah.
The second question is from
I would like to add on this question, please. When Raza said iOS, right? So I need to tell everybody here that iOS, we are doing our best, and there is a verification process on iOS because right now they are going against crypto and NFT projects. So we need to fulfill those. Good if we are going to iOS and they have other avenues for you. As I mentioned last time, we are going well. I'm part of the NFTs on TrustVibes. You can go and take that to our web version where you can market it, sell it. That could become we can do together. The Android app is not the only avenue for everyone. There are so many things in the roadmap. Please have a look at the roadmap. Yes, please, sir.
Thank you, RJ. The second question is, David, how will you be able to bring the musical artist you have into TrustVibes?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so this is something that we talk about all the time, and there's a challenge, right? Artists that are successful, look at what they do as a business. And their team, I should say, they're always comparing value. So it's value for value. You want me to bring my celebrity to your project, I want to get value in return. And what our goal is to be able to create value or provide value for them that creates a level playing field. If we go to a lot of the artists, the successful ones that I know right now, what they will ask for will be way more than we should provide for them. So what our goal is to bring up TrustVibes value. We're looking at each other eye to eye. Now, with that being said, there are always artists who like to get in early. For instance, we know a guy like Snoop Dogg. He's very active in the NFT space. He's very active in crypto. He's making a lot of money. And it's great for us because it's showing a lot of artists, music artists, who are going, wow, what's that all about? And so now there are other people who are jumping in. What I would say about it is there are ongoing discussions about it all the time. And we just have to be strategic about when we make an offer to someone. Marketing that we're talking about, to create a series of contests, utilizing creators who are already in the space, that we don't have to convince that they should get into this space. They're already in this space, and create some success with them. And then use that success as use cases that we can go to more established artists who might not be on the blockchain, or who might not understand how all of this works, or who may have had a bad experience, or who may have had bad things. We got to overcome all those objections we can. It may take a little bit of time. But again, I will say conversations are ongoing, not just with music artists, but also with film producers, film directors, actors and actresses. So it's everyone in the creative space, but it's a process in getting them comfortable. And again, building up our own values so that they look at us the way we want them to look at us. Hopefully that answered your question.
Thank you, David, for that. And there's a following question regarding the supply. So like if there's a 1 million token supply, is the price fluctuation going to be a problem, or using that token is the only currency on the platform? So I think, RJ, you want to take that question, or David, you want to respond to that?
I'm sorry,
RJ,
could you repeat the question again? I did not get the question.
So the question from Adam is that with only 1 million token supply, is the price fluctuation going to be a problem, or are we using the token as the only currency on the platform?
Why would that be a problem? I mean, look at Bitcoin, only 21 million supply. I mean, look at other projects having even less than that supply. Would that make a difference for them? No. See, what you need to understand, that number of token doesn't matter, because we have 18 decimal points. So you can break that up into 18 decimal points and then make as many small pieces of one trust token as you want. That will not change anything.
Okay, awesome. Then there is another question that if a person is uploading more videos and he has likes and views are too many, then there should be a reward through the way this we can attract more influencers and more people. So okay, yes, there is.
Allow me to share something here. See, the problem is, guys, we are, as we said just now, that we are not trying to push ourselves as social media platforms. So let's not talk about the views here. And since we are a decentralized app, I would say that this is what you need to do. We will empower you, equip you with the tools. You build your audience. You come up with your work, improve your talent and skills, be up to date with the market. We will guide you with that. Once you create that talent, once you come up with all these goods, of course, you can create your creator as a business model. But for that, we will mentor you. We will help you how to do that, how to achieve that. What you need to do in order to be a better creator yourself, and how to maximize your output in the crypto space using TrustVibes.
Right. Can I, RJ, can I speak a second about, oh, yeah, sorry.
Sure, please.
I was asking if I could speak a moment about social networks and challenges, and especially with a project like TrustVibes at this point in time.
Yeah, please, because a lot of these people are continuously talking about social media. Yeah, please.
Okay, so let me give you a little bit of background. So from a background standpoint, I got friends at Google, I got friends at Facebook. I've been working with TikTok for 2.5 years. I have a signed contract with TikTok that I believe is probably one of only 100 in the world. That's a live contract. I was on with TikTok twice this week. I do business with them. I'm a big believer in social networks. So I want to make that clear. But there's a challenge with social networks. And the challenge is this. Social networks, first, timeline, they collect your data, and they generate revenue from advertisers. Facebook makes 97% of its revenue from advertisers. YouTube is at 99%. Pinterest, I believe, is at 97%. So all of these companies generate their revenue by collecting data and selling that data to advertisers or having advertising on their platform. TrustVibes does not have advertising. Now, there's a great reason why Facebook has so much advertising, and it's because the content that it has on its platform is generally useless. 99.9% of those Facebook posts or Instagram posts, or whatever you're putting up there, don't mean anything for them. It's the top 5% of the people that are posting that get 99% of the views. So if TrustVibes designed an app that was based on time, we'd have to have a model just like Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and we couldn't serve the creators. So what's the problem? Their interest is just generating revenue. So what would happen is you have to choose what's our model here and who are we serving? And if we are serving the creators, then it determines the model that we have to have. So on our model, we're not about time. It doesn't matter whether a person spends 1 minute on our app or 6 hours on our app. Our business model is based on selling NFTs, building up creators. Now, if you go to the social model, if the challenge, the reason that Facebook has 97% of its revenue from advertisers and not from selling products. Remember, Facebook has a massive marketplace where they're selling things every day. No one's buying. Okay, why isn't anyone buying? Think about what social network today means. It means that you put a lot of people in an environment and you let all of this information flow. Anyone can say what they want, teach people what they want. How are you going to sell anything in that environment? How? Selling something takes trust. Something back is value. And the social environment is a challenge. That takes advantage of the best things in social. This is not just about having a conversation. This is about having a conversation leading to a sale, which makes the token price goes up, which makes everyone on this AMA wealthy. So again, I talked earlier about designing what we're doing so that it supports our agenda, which is we're all TrustVibes success agenda. It's about creating a model that does exactly that. Not one in the case of Facebook, where they're trying to get you to use your marketplace.
David, I think you're breaking up. Can you? I think you're breaking up.
Hey, 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. I got that. Okay, I'm sorry. Is it any better now?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so RJ goes to Bali with his wife. This is the Facebook dream. This is what they love to have. RJ goes to Bali with his wife. He has a wonderful time. He posts the pictures on Facebook. I see those pictures. And I asked RJ, what? This is a beautiful resort. What do you think? Why are you asking me, David? Well, because I'm thinking about taking my girlfriend to Bali and I'm looking for a hotel. Do you recommend it? And RJ says to me, David, not only do I recommend it, why don't you look through Facebook? To help us build our business. And that's why we have to be careful with it, because just like it can be a wonderful thing, as we've all experienced, it can be something that makes us not want to participate, and we want people to participate. For creators who already have a business, who is our target market, they are terrified of social networks because in one day, their entire reputation can be destroyed. And we have to be mindful of that. So when we talk about social, it's social designed to lead to sales. Again, social itself is its own thing, it's fantastic, but it's a tool for us, again, to generate more revenue, to have more artists, NFT artists, extraordinarily excited, to have other people come based on this environment that we're creating. Everyone's excited, the token price goes up, everyone's happy. Hopefully that explains. And I apologize, gang, for such a long description of social. But I want you to know it's something that we're not looking at this lightly. We're serious about this, and we going through.
Sorry, David, I think there's a connection issue. We lost you over there for a minute. Let me continue with the next question. There are two questions from Akira. I think she has been a very strong supporter of TrustVibes. So the first question is on the VR environment construction, as a tool to give to the creator, when will we be able to launch the VR environment? And I think she has a second question as well, if we want to be listed as on a good CX platform to guarantee stability. So I think that it's a listing on, there is another question related to the listing, which is to a centralized platform as well. So that's, so if you can just share some light on that.
I'll start with the first question about the VR environment. So it's mentioned on our roadmap that in Q2, we will start the development of the roadmap. See, I don't want to tell everybody that we are working on the roadmap right now and metaverse is coming out, because it's not possible. Nobody can come up with metaverse right now. They need to develop it. People need to understand what metaverse really is. No single organization on earth, including Facebook, could cover the entire metaverse. It's so huge. So what's happening is that different organizations who are going towards metaverse, they are coming up with their metaverse ideas. They are building their virtual spaces, and within the metaverse, there are different spaces for everyone. And then all these spaces are coming together to create communities within the metaverse. So in our case, what we are doing is we are going towards the VR environment of art galleries. This is our belief, and what we are building on the VR is that every creator should be able to have his own virtual space where he has his own NFTs. He can showcase them, he can exhibit them, and then he can invite people, his fans over there, so they can spend some time. So that's where we move it towards the chill out zones, the event kind of places where people can invite others and they can come and socialize together. So what we are building in the metaverse is to do with entirely exhibition style social hangout places where people can exhibit their artwork and their work really, basically, at the end of the day. Yes, Raza. And just to add on that, the VR will not be happening before next year, June. It will take some time. Obviously, it's a new area, so the development itself will take some time. And when you talk about metaverse itself, we need to have our product in line. I mean, the VR headset and all that in mind. That once we have that, then we can call ourselves that yes, we have the finished product with us. But at this moment, the development will start, and we will have our virtual spaces and everything ready by next year Q2. And then going down the line, obviously, we'll go towards hardware and everything else. Yeah, Raza, next question.
Right.
And David, would
Yeah,
you
so
like
there
to add anything? One second, David, would you like to add anything here? David cannot hear us. And please continue. Next question. I think he's trying the. Yes, Raza.
Yeah, I think there are quite a few questions about having a reward system for the influencers. So that's something that I think 2 or 3 people have posted around that. So if you want to just touch base on that, what about the reward system for the influencers?
Okay, so can you hear me, Raza? Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes, your voice
basically,
is
the reward system is within the platform in the technology itself. Since we are again, I have to emphasize and tell everyone again and again because it's so important. We are not making a centralized environment. We don't own any of that stuff. What we are doing is we are building a technology to empower you. You will use that technology to reward and build, monetize everything. We have given you tools to create that wealth. We are giving you tools to create those rewards yourself in the NFTs. So in the NFTs, you have a royalty mechanics. In the royalty mechanics, you can add as many agents, as many people you want to endorse. All these areas are part of reward mechanics. We will help you how to achieve those, how to do those in order to get those rewards. We will help you do that. But at the same time, the NFT itself is reward mechanics. We are using those NFTs for that only. Why would we reward from the trust tokens to people for joining the app? I mean, that doesn't make sense. What we do is we will solve their problems so they can create the reward and avenues for themselves. Yes. Raza.
Yes, David, you have joined back. Thank you for joining. But I like what Cheddar said, that maybe YouTube and Facebook are scrambling these signals. So they don't want to be replaced.
Yeah, very much possible. There you go.
So I think that's about it. I think we've heard most of the questions, and if there are more questions, we can. David is back.
About the sex listing. There was another question about the centralized exchange listing. Yes, guys.
Yes.
I have discussed this so many times over and over again, and now that we are recorded, if next time somebody asks, I will direct them to this video. So what with centralized exchanges, you cannot go to a good centralized exchange unless you have a volume. At this moment, as we speak, we are about 800K market cap. We need to reach at least 5 million to 10 million to talk if you want to talk about KuCoin or OKX or even Gate.io. Other than that, any other exchange is just crap. We have really bad experiences with Hotbit and all these second tier exchanges. So no, we're not going for any sex apart from OKX, KuCoin or Binance. And obviously it will happen with time. It will take at least good 2-3 months till we get the app out, get the adoption in, bring the volume, and then the centralized exchange. Nothing happens in one day. So yeah, this is the answer. Please.
Thank you, RJ. Thank you, David. So is there any closing remark for the AMA that you want to put right now?
Absolutely. I'm never at a loss for words. So I wanted to just clarify or restate something. So we are approaching established creators, again, who are not currently involved in blockchain to work with us. And as I mentioned, it's a challenge because we do not have any models to offer them that show past success. They want to get in and will, but we need them to get involved with us on the right terms, or there's too much risk that the outcomes will not be good for either side. This is why it's better for us to go after people who understand the marketplace and have participated in it, but not achieve the success they believe they could have. They are motivated and they understand the industry dynamics, and that's really important. So at the moment, we're working on coordinating our efforts and clear messaging around the things that we're telling you about today, guys, these agendas, so that everyone knows who we are, why we are unique, and how we can deliver a type of value to NFT creators that no one else in the space can. We'll also start using this messaging and slogans in all of our communications, and we need you guys to start doing the same as you see it coming into the groups. You'll start hearing how we refer to ourselves. We need you guys to start doing that also. Remember, you are us and we are you, and we will only accomplish these goals together. Along those lines, we need your help, gang. We're looking for undervalued NFT creators. As mentioned, we'll have a contest for them, and we have a plan to work with them. And we should all be looking out for these creators and even the projects that we think are worthy. We want to take a look at them. We need your help to find them. There are 2,000 people in our chat, and most of them are actually breathing, I think. Yeah, most of them are breathing. Together, we can canvas the entire NFT space. So let us know, and we will reach out to anyone that you guys think we need to talk to. Again, we need your help. Our plans and agendas, as they get solidified, we will communicate them to you and let you know and ask you the things that we need and tell you all the amazing updates that we have going on. And just on a closing note, I just want you guys to know that the reason that I'm here is because I believe that this is a really special project. And I don't see any reason why TrustVibes can't be on that first page of CoinMarketCap. Now, that might be a little bit of a long-term vision, but I think on a short-term vision, I'm expecting this next big marketing push that we're going to begin in December, starting a little bit earlier, but it'll be full-blown in December. I'm expecting if we don't go to, I'm going to say it, RJ, 25, 30 market cap, I'm going to be a 25 to 30x on what we are right now. I think I'm going to be very disappointed. So I want you guys to know I'm at the highest level of excitement. We need your input. Keep your questions coming and your comments, and gang, let's do it together. Let's make some magic, and let's do some.
I think David is being very conservative on that, because I think that when the pump will come in the bull run, I think we can go 50x and above if we do everything right. So
I love you, RJ.
Yeah, sky's the limit. Potential is there. As a closing remarks, I would like to add and inform the community about the things we have done so far. As everyone knows, that we have started our DAO campaigns, and so there are DAO spots to be given out to people. So last week we have given away about 5 DAO spots to our Brazilian community. This week we are announcing 5 DAO spots to our main community, the global Trustworthiness community, TrustVibes community. In the main chat. So the criteria is that it needs to be a new investor. Anyone holding an existing DAO cannot participate. If you are new to TrustVibes, come to us. We will do a lucky draw. We will select few, and then we'll start giving away DAO spots. 5 DAO spots for the main chat too. The details of that we'll be sharing that in our community. So you can always DM me as well. Further, our social avatars are coming out, as I mentioned earlier. So yes, we will be releasing few avatars as samples for you guys by first week of November. And as soon as the app is being upgraded, all those winners of the last meetup will be receiving their avatars. So yeah, anything else, Raza? David, it's been a pleasure having you, David, and it was really fun.
Thank you, guys.
We should do that again and again. You know?
Oh, absolutely. I apologize for my technical issues. I got a new laptop here and it's acting up on me. But this is fun. This is fun. And yeah, it's exciting times, and we're on a really exciting road. And the greatest thing I think perhaps is that our timing is perfect. So the one thing that you can never manufacture, which is timing, we have in our favor. We can really excel in this bull run, and we will. We've got a plan. We've got the resources. We got a great team. We got a great community. Let's all win together.
Great.
Awesome. So Raza, just to end that, there was a prize pool today for the meetup, 200 USDT for today's meetup. So we're going to be selecting those winners from the chat of the YouTube. All those who asked the questions, we're going to be doing a lucky draw and informing you in the community, guys. So good luck. Thanks for participating. All the best.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
All the best.